Well, salutations everybody, what's a crack-a-lackin'? It's a pleasure to be back at it today on this fine Thursday evening for another rendition of Craic Attacks Football Manager 26, Season 2 of my Manchester United save, and we will start the Premier League save this time and see how we end up doing fourth in the last season. We go up against a mighty strong team in Brentford to start things off. But I mean, you'll as well start off with a fairly competent team. Obviously not one of the proper strong ones, but a strong team to start off the campaign in the means that you want it to go for. So with that being said, we should end up seeing that all is delicious, that all is grand, that all is good, and that we end up getting the victory that we want. So with that, I say one more time, my friends, is the crack of 90? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going scrumptious? So we're back at the joys, but now we have our team set up already for this matchup. We have a strong force of Benjamin Šeško up front, with Menu and Matthias Cunha beside each other. Brian Mbeumo on the wing alongside Patrick Dogu, Stellar and Bruno Fernandes, with De Ligt, Ilya, Zambrani, and Lenny Oro with Lamens in goals. Willie Kumwala on the bench with Adrian Heaven, Gibson, I think it's Chris, is it? Chris Gibson, Ahmad, Mount, Victor, Marcus Rashford, and Evan Ferguson. We might end up giving a couple of debuts today. Ilya getting his first debut, Willie potentially getting his re-debut, and Evan Ferguson potentially getting on to the pitch. But there's no point in delaying for it. We go straight in and see how the crack ends up landing for us. Squad numbers will be given to the new people now. I suppose we give Ilya 2 just as a showcase of being a principal defender. And I don't know if Willie had a number beforehand, but we'll give him 22 for now. And we'll see how we end up doing now against this Brentford side. I think we should be in good form now for facing this Brentford side. We've made a couple of good signings, mainly for squad depth more than anything else. But there were some necessary signings. The majority of what we had gotten for the team, our future. So we've purchased majorly for the future to get players that will benefit us in a couple of seasons' time if we continue on. So that's concerning. So Senior Duck, what's a crack-a-lacka, my friend? It's a pleasure to have you in on this fine Thursday evening. We're going up against a strong Brentford side. No new signings within their squad, which is interesting. Maybe Ethan Peacock. I actually don't know if they have Ethan Peacock IRL. But in general, this is a fairly strong squad. Actually, Kevin Sakade might be one to end up looking at, because he's potentially a good signing in the future. Now, we have a ton of good signings. So maybe it's one we don't actually need to go for. But let's get into it and see how we end up doing in our first game. I suppose the best thing to do at this particular moment in time to hope to get some motivation out of them is to just go out and impress us. There's nothing else there, really, that'll end up saying the fans have been through thick and thin. They're not going to care about that. Want to win every match. There's no difference. They won't care about that. Have fun out there could end up motivating them, but I don't like being that lackadaisical. I just, in general, I wouldn't do it. If it was one of my situations, I wouldn't be that lax. I would have to have a bit more force to it. So, I want you to impress today. And, of course, not a lick of determination off of that. I'm going to tell you, the lick look switched off. Okay. God, body language. Anyway, the Cap is in good forms. We've done fairly well over our preseason games. We're not going to comment on Mazraoui, and we'll see what happens with Matthias Cunha. A couple of these people might end up losing their place throughout the season because of the just level of youth we have, and we'll try and give them some games as time goes on. We're also potentially going to end up getting a goalkeeper to replace Lemens, but at the moment, Lemens is our main goalkeeper. Ashday, my friend, what's a crack-a-lacking with you? How is your Thursday treating you? Is there anything nice happening with you? You join as we get into an Old Trafford opening day league game versus Brentford. I actually have no idea who their manager is, and I didn't check. Although, wouldn't it be typical if they scored straight away? It's a gusty day. Well, oh no, it's in Brentford. Okay, it's not Old Trafford. Never mind. So I'm an idiot. The G-Tech Community Stadium. Interesting. Now, this Brentford formation always causes me a bit of trouble. The past 2 times we've faced them in the league, they've been trouble for us. So let's see how we end up doing this time. Nice passing work. Sesko back down there. Delict up to Dogu. Nice cross in. Nowhere there for him to get it. I'm not doing too bad, Ashley. I'm happy out. I'm continuing at this. Unfortunately, this weekend I'm not able to do any streams. So that's one of the reasons why I'm starting slightly earlier today, in order to give a bit more fun over to my streams. But it was a good old day. Things have been going grand there. I'm feeling fairly energetic, and life is positive. Just enjoying the crack. And what a save by Kelleher. That's unfortunate to hear that it hasn't ended up working for you, but it was a bonkersly big save, Duck. So it makes sense that it was going too slow. Also, where was the offside there? I completely missed it. I love how the Premier League has been given the subtitle as elite. And they're so nice to themselves. Processed 10 hours in 12 days. Yeah, that is a joke. I wonder if the game is just worse at processing, or if that is a hang-up of it coming from FM20, because it's interesting that it's a problem. Like, it took a while in FM20 as well, didn't it, Duck? Like, it's not like it was fast in FM20. Also, Kelleher is having a worldy performance today. Oh, Sesko almost scored there. Also, he is the gingerest of ginger here in this in this character model. Okay, Kelleher now with a kick out. Having a performance of his life today. Currently the only Brentford player that has actually decided to show up. Have you anything exciting planned for the weekend yourself, Ashday? Oh, you greedy prick, Brian Mbeumo. You know you can pass the ball. You don't have to shoot on the goalkeeper that appears to have the hands of Midas today. This is going to be a long ball. Yeah. If you're going to do a long ball, you need to at least attempt to send it to the actual... player. Interesting. Okay. Anyways. they're getting back into this, and that's very concerning that that's the case. So I'm doing a same save, but only English player rest view or speed is fine. Well, that's good at least. My internet is fine. What's it whinging about? Oh, damn it. Give us a second. There's always something, isn't there? It seems to be back up and functioning now. I'm guessing in your save, Duck. That's what they're playing in, is it? So halfway through, we've 1.49 XG, 7 shots, 3 on target, so it hasn't been a great performance by us. We need to end up getting something out of this. So far in the latest results, Liverpool are 2-0 up, Man City 1-0 up. Arsenal have already won their game. They have performed particularly good with Keller having a fantastic performance. Sesko's getting off the pitch with a 1.0. I'm not going to even dedicate a response to him. We're taking immediately off. Evan Ferguson getting his debut now. So we'll see what ends up happening there. Cunha has been performing bad as well, so we're going to replace him with Mount for now and see how that ends up doing. And we'll go with those 2 changes for the moment. And we'll see what ends up happening. Okay. Hopefully Ferguson might score on his debut. It would be awesome if he did. The sad thing about it is Brentford are coming back into this game, and that's very concerning because it means typically they can end up scoring from it. Thiago. Nice clearance by Delict, but Thiago shouldn't have been given that much space. Aaron Hickey now long throw Merchants. Jordan Henderson to Hickey. Hickey down, and there's the goal. God, they have a lot of visions, don't they? Wow. Ah, oh, god damn it. That's upsetting. Because Brentford don't deserve to be 1-0 up. They really don't. And they're going to go 2-0 up, I think. This screams goal. This screams goal. Yep, screams it. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Way to make squeaky bum time come up. We have been just a joke this second half. An absolute joke this second half. We put Victor on for Menu, we'll put Ahmad on for Mbuemu, and hope that something ends up happening. They're in 20 things. Yeah, that's a bit of a joke, to be honest, Duck. But hey, you do what you can. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Ferguson directly at Keller. When Keller is having a Hands of Midas moment, that's not going to make a change. That's not going to work. And Delict almost scored. Euro not able to put it in. It's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games where no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to score, isn't it? Mount down to Ahmad. Tripped there. Rico Henry tripped to Ahmad. And now Stellar. In. And... I hate that they haven't fixed this yet. Like, yeah, I would have been excited about it, but it would have been nice just to know that it was that like there was a chance of a goal. Like, I guess at IRL people have the other problem, but hey, I also have no idea why that's off, considering the VAR repeat isn't actually showing us at all why that's off. We're 2.0 on the XG, and we haven't scored yet. What season are you on? Because the final season has been in. Oh, the final season has been very, very interesting of My Hero Academia, and oh my god. Oh my god, game. The final season has been very good so far. Like, are you episode 5 or 6 of the final season or the first season, my friend? Benny, it's a pleasure to have you in. What's a cracking lacking, my friend? Yeah, I'm getting completely FM'd, and there's nothing I can do about it either. Ashday, absolutely nothing I can do about it. And, like, it's not like it was a bad goal by them. It's just Kelleher is having a Hands of Midas performance. Our strikers are having just crap performances. Like, Mount should do significantly better there. We'll see if it makes a difference, Benny. I don't think it'll make a difference against them. This is just an unfortunate situation of they're just... Defensively, they're doing a fantastic job, and offensively, we're just not. Like, we've had 2 goals. Both have been ruled as offside. Like, they're just doing a very good job of containing us. And then there's that. Like, that. Absolute crap. They do not deserve that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And, like, I don't know what Delict is at, to be honest. Like, look at that backline performance. Never mind Thiago and Kevin. Fair enough to them, but look at that backline performance. Every single member of their backline performed like gods in that game. Like, Keller in 8.1, like, Hands of Midas performance by Keller. Every single one of them. There's very little you can do when that ends up happening. We had 2 goals ruled offside. Both of their goals was absolutely beautiful. There's nothing you can end up doing about that, but it's horrible to start the season off such as that. The idea was if you're creating chances, it'll stretch them a little further out and make it wider for her to end up having control. I know that's the idea of it, but it's just one of their situations if they just performed perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it happens every now and again. Like, there's a reason why I have to make a graphic for Hands of Midas. Because, like, legitimately, it's something that happens a lot in FM where the goalkeeper just everything he touches turns into gold. Now, it's Quave Keller too, so the Irishman in me feels a little bit happy to him, but it's horrible to have that type of start. Returns to English football? Who were you with before? Oh, Bournemouth. Oh, okay, fair enough. 9.1 on the goalkeeper is probably the worst I've had done to me. 8+ XG over 2 legs. I have had a 9.6 on the goalkeeper. They were the best player on the pitch by a wide margin. Wide margin, they were the best player on the pitch. There was absolutely nothing we could do with them. Also, just because it's stereotypical of Craic after we end up losing, I'm just outie. I mean, I can't complain about their goal, Ashday. I can't complain about either of Brentford's goals. Both of them were very, very good goals. Wrexham are after getting Ilya on loan. Interesting. Where are Wrexham? They're still in the Championship. Yeah, okay. I mean, losing the first game isn't the end of the world. If we continue to lose after that, that's when it starts to become worrisome. But for now, there's a blurb you can end up using for that one, you incredible dry shite. Mister, it'll take me 7 years to make Gimpo win everything that I wanted them to. Like, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. We're one game into the season. We're performing much better than average. Then everyone and lost the game. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, like, look at the stats there. We were in complete control of the game. Yeah, there we go. I figured you'd find us. Yeah. So we need to wait and see Coble, because Coble might be who we go for if he's available for cheap enough, and we can actually get him. Although if it's 57, we just have enough to get him. Like, his stats are fairly good. He's better than Lemens by quite a significant margin. We'd have to sell Lemens, though, if we did it. Oh, that's beautiful, Benny. That's absolutely beautiful. You've chuckled me up to the wazoo on that one. No. Might be beneficial. Okay, fair enough then. In that case. Oh, piss off, doggo. Genuinely piss off. Oh! I didn't actually check who the Brentford manager was. Who is the manager? It's Keith Andrews. Okay, so it's still Keith Andrews. Fair play. And I think it said there Fulham was Xavi. No, Marco Silva. Okay, weird. Yeah, no, I'm not talking to you about that. Okay. No, thankfully, Kurt, it hasn't. Although, to be honest, it probably would have been better if it had, considering we lost our first game of the save today. But in general, the last couple of patches, I think, have made the game run fairly well. I haven't had many issues with the game over the last wee while. Really, Kurt? That's fascinating to me. I wonder what's causing it to do it for you, because in general, for me, it has been fairly consistent now. Oh, yeah. Like, I had loads of issues. Like, if I'm counting all of them up the game, I've counted it as 16 crashes and 4 save resets. No, that's been fixed. That's been fixed, thankfully. So, like, obviously, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything with it, but just to show you. Not that one. Not you. Because beforehand, if you went move club and then typed the club in here, it would end up crashing it. Right now, it doesn't, so you can end up doing this. Click your enter, go for the club, click OK. Okay, and then it brings up all of the information. So thankfully, that has been fixed in terms of the in-game editor. So thankfully, that has been fixed. So that bug is no longer in play, which is beautiful because that genuinely was a horrible, 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 horrible bug to end up having. Yeah, I want to put in like negatives for them to not use the player so that they actually use the player. Otherwise, I get paid for it. Yeah, like that's one of the fixes they've put into place. It was fixed yesterday evening. So I'm not 100% sure when you ended up doing it. The game doesn't like it's a hot fix too. So if you had the game active when they released the fix, the patch wouldn't have gone through. So you need to end up having the update put into place offline. So yeah, if you try it now, it should probably end up working for you. Supposedly it's in a better state. I haven't tried it, so I can't give too much comment on it, Kurt. But supposedly it's in a better state. Why is everyone trying to sign him? Well, that's why. It'll probably never be anything, but like with that level of potential, it's nice to keep him. Are you streaming tonight yourself, Benny? Or what about yourself, Kurt? Have you any interest in streaming tonight? I'm just enjoying the crack and happy to have a couple of people here to just relax and have the vibes. Did they turn around? The cheek? The actual cheek? Very... Ooh, Joe Victor. He doesn't have one of the elements I have to have in someone that's under 20. If they're under the age of 20, I need your determination to be at least 15. I know ultimately it doesn't matter when their determination is high, but I need it to be high. It's one of the things that I need for myself. I know it doesn't matter. I know I'm being a pesky arse wanting it. They'll still develop. Like, they still have the potential to develop into greatness without that worry, but I really want that to end up happening. Austin FC is in. Yeah, okay. From the Miles Lewis Skelly League. 21 years of age. I'd be immediately putting him out on loan. He's not worth it, unfortunately, but I would like to end up getting someone in like that. We've won our under 18s game, so that's not too bad. And our next game is against Palace too, which will be concerning. Palace and then straight into Chelsea, so we have no easy rings. We're going straight into pressure. Now, with Sesko having the performance he had the last time too, who did Chelsea just sign? Oh, Atletico Madrid going in for Ryan. What offer did they give? 20 million. Oh, so they're not going for his release clause. Oh, okay. No, if he goes, he goes. Are they? Oh my God. Are Ireland beating Portugal at the moment? Unbelievable. Who did he play anyway? I think unfortunately our World Cup aspirations are dead anyway, even if we beat them today. But unbelievable. 1-0 up, Troy Parrott header. Nice. I mean, we're getting overrun, but who cares if we win? Yeah, unfortunately, Hungary are still ahead of us there. We need Hungary to lose their game. And then and then us to beat Hungary in the next game, it's technically still alive for us. Oh no, so Hungary have won against Armenia there, today. So they won their game earlier on. We need to win against Portugal and then beat Hungary to end up qualifying. It's alive. The Irish dream is alive. I don't like, obviously right now as Ireland, you park that bus into the garage and you never let it out. You park the bus now and do everything you can to just last the 30 minutes or to last the 70 minutes that are left. Really? Oh no, I wanted him. Damn it, I thought we were going in for him. They got him for piss cheap. Ah well. What can you do? What are you streaming tomorrow, if you don't mind me asking, Benny, too? Anyway. Lacey's officially out on loan, which is nice. Kennett, we'll consider maybe in January. Fletcher's having an okay performance in himself. I mean, Karen, it's just happy that we're winning at the moment. Happy that we're winning at the moment. I'm just ecstatic about that. Like, he recently just had a contract. He can go and piss off. Genuinely, he can piss off, as can everyone else. As of right now, dead or alive, XVVV. Huh. Extreme Venus Vacation, yeah. Not too bad. How are you finding that game anyway? Like, that's still getting updated, isn't it? Go away. Go away. By the way, why did you put in an offer? I turned around and I told you no. It's a money pit if you want anything out of it. Yeah, but that's all gacha games, to be honest. Like, I'm still playing. Oh, piss off. I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers. Or not Strikers, Persona 5 Phantoms. And it's kind of the same. AT, you can everything but just one character. She's only... Yeah, but Tyneman is a special kettle of fish, too. Like, that's not the norm for those type of things. I stopped my Celtic save, changed it to Shamrock Rovers one. Not too bad, my friend. And how are you finding it with Shamrock Rovers at the moment? They are the best club in Ireland, infrastructurally wise. So it's not a potentially bad club to end up going with. I know one of our own here, Senior Benny, ended up doing that, and Senior Duck ended up doing that same save as well, Kieran, except his big thing was to develop an insane amount of Irish talent, or just talent in general, and then just throw them all over the Irish Electricity League in order to improve its rankings. Not that ends up working, but still. You're right, it's definitely not the norm. Yeah, but at least it's fun too, Benny, because I'm not of the opinion that gotchas are immediately bad. Like, one of the other gotchas I'm playing at the moment is Marvel Future Fight. Now, do I recommend Marvel Future Fight? Yes, actually. Yes, actually, I do. And the thing with Marvel Future Fight that they're doing recently is any premium character they release. Any premium character they release. As of this current moment in time, you can get that premium character upon their release for free by doing the particular event actions that are put into place. However, if you miss that particular action, then you have to pay for the premium pack, which costs 11 quid, and then you have to get them off of that premium pack. So there is, like, it's not a perfect system, but they've done a good old job with it. I figured they'd up it. If they confirm it, I might go in. But we don't really need him for the position. So that's kind of the reason why I'm not. Okay, Gibson played already today. So let's just replace Gibson with someone for the moment. I'm going to be doing this on every game, by the way, so this will take a wee bit of time just to make sure that everything is fine. So we replace Gibson there, and then anyone who is on loan or unavailable, we do that. Okay, so Sharp will be replaced immediately with someone. Who will we put in? Yes, we'll put you on the bench, Camarada. Simply because after the performance he gave the last day, I am completely dropping Sesko. Honestly, stupid thing to do, but I'm completely dropping Sesko. And instead of Sesko, we're going to have Obi on the bench. Because 6.1 is not acceptable, and we have enough of a bench that we can end up doing it. Mazraoui probably should be on the bench. So we'll take Mount off. And then we'll go Ahmad for Mbeumo, Rashford for Dogu, Ferguson up front. Cunha will be replaced with Victor. So Victor, Ferguson, Menu, Ahmad, Rashford, Bruno, Stellar, and then defensively we're going to go with Yoro off for Kwambwala and Aiden Heaven on for Delict. Does that make us potentially too weak? We'll see, but we're going to try it anyway and stick with Lemens for the current moment in time. I have my problems with combat. That is way overcomplicated. Brown Dust 2 or autocomplete boring lacking interactions like Goddess of Victory Nike. I haven't played Goddess of Victory Nike. Like, when it comes down to those type of anime-centric games, the only ones I have played have been Honkai Star Rail. You know, some of these are different franchises, but just so you know, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and Wuthering Waves. I played very little Wuthering Waves. I really enjoyed Genshin Impact for a bit until we got into the later aspects of it, and then the story just became a bit too yap. I know that's the point, but it just lost my attention. And Honkai Star Rail, I enjoyed everything about that game until they busted themselves and ended up making a character just way too strong for the entire game itself. I'm not a big fan of money pits like Snow Break Containment Zone. I didn't even hear about that one. Horizon Walker's been pretty good. That's a newer one that's been interesting. I'll have to look at Horizon Walker, Benny. I haven't heard that one either. Interesting. It has a art style feel of the Tales franchise, I'll admit. Interesting. I'll have to have a gawk at that later on and see what it's like. But an interesting shout. Anyways, let's go into our game versus Crystal Palace and see how we end up doing. We're putting ourselves fairly strong. Well, we're putting ourselves fairly strong now, so let's see. Oh, don't worry, it wouldn't be one that I'd be streaming anyway. Okay. Am I right for completely benching Sesko? Not even having him on the bench, completely dropping him? Probably not. But we have enough striking options at the moment that it's probably something we can end up doing. And he was our best striker in the year previous. Let's hope Ferguson can actually end up giving us a good performance today to warrant dropping him out, or Victor in the midfield position. can end up giving us a somewhat good position either. We're just hoping that things end up coming out well now at the moment, more than anything else. I will say one of the issues I've had with the game, Kurt, is this loading screen is still taking bonkersly too long. The Steam EULA basically allows them to collect all the hardware and performance data about your PC and sell it to third parties. In the grand scheme of things, I don't really care about that. Like, like at the end of the day, I think rightfully and wrongfully, people make a very big deal about privacy. Rightfully, because we do need to end up worrying about privacy and all that type of stuff, but wrongfully because most people don't actually care about their privacy and throw it up against the wall anyway. And it's just not being told about the fact that it's being taken off of you. So long as people are upfront about robbing your information blind, then I don't care. Like Tesco, for example, here in Ireland, if you have the Tesco club card, they take your purchases and send that information out to everyone else. They outright tell you, so that's why I don't particularly mind it. Also, that's a very good signing for Crystal Palace. Leandro Trossard. That's a very good signing. Although playing Eddie Nketiah over Jean-Philippe Mateta is a choice. Maybe in this game he actually isn't worth it. But they've kept most of their main ones there. Cheque Doucouré was a particularly good one when I was in Crystal Palace. And then obviously they've Adam Wharton there and Daniel Munzoz. But we'll see how we end up doing. I think we should be okay versus them now. On BlueStacks, it's an emulated Samsung phone, so the data they collect doesn't physically exist anyways. Yeah, well, that's good at least. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting signing, isn't it, Sexy? I mean, IRL, I think it'd be a good signing for them. Although, legitimately, IRL, Trossard's been doing okay this season for Arsenal. He's been a good option for them whenever he's come on. So he still has a good bit left in the tank to be in the upper tiers of English football at the moment now anyways. But I suppose this is the second season in. So, you know, one more season down, what ends up happening. We didn't end up getting Casemiro sold either, so that'll be an unfortunate kettle of fish. Let's see how we played this time. And James' typical bugginess to start off. Tyreek Mitchell being taken away there by Ahmad. Interesting. Nice for us to do it. Paul Tierney as our referee. Nice old people here in Old Trafford. A calm old performance for us. Just click on the bloody button. Okay. The fact that nothing has happened yet 10 minutes in is actually wildly concerning. Wharton now taking the free kick. And Lamens didn't have that covered, by the way. What the hell are we doing? Okay, so we're finally getting some offense into us. Victor already injured. Okay. Maybe we might have tinkered a bit too much in this game. Manu being too greedy as well, not passing the ball properly. Ooh. Surely Arsenal finally win the league. Be a shame if they fumbled yet another title with one of their most solid squads they've had in years. At the moment, the only way they don't win the league is if Gyökeres's injury is worse than originally feared, because he's the glue that sticks that team together. Game, for the love of God. He's the glue that sticks that team together. Without him, it's a mediocre team. Without him, in my opinion, it's a bottom 8 team. Like they're 8th. in the league. They're not a championship winning team without him at the moment. He's the one that holds everything together, and they're vastly missing him when he's injured. We've seen in the last couple of games. And set pieces will win you anyway. Gabriel is probably enough to lead them to the championship anyways. But I think it genuinely depends on how he ends up doing. Game, for the love of God. Yeah, I 100% agree. Manu for the second game in a row performing absolutely shite. So Cunha and Mbeumo on for now. Hopefully that'll end up making a difference for us. Manu's getting dropped in the next game. And let's see how we do in this half. Fan up from the back. This is concerning. Come on, guys. We need to get something out of you. We just don't look like we'd score in a month of Sundays. Okay, we have to change. Maybe if we pivot to that instead of this. I'll just do this. No, I think we're better sticking where we're at and just putting up a new striker up front for the moment because Evan hasn't been performing good. And then Ahmad has been performing bad as well. So, with that being the case... crap. We want Ahmad. Ahmad hasn't been performing good, yes. We want that done and then do this. Screw it, we'll chance our arm with it and see how we do. Hopefully it works for us. It'd be nice to see all three promoted sides. That's not happening. That's not happening, unfortunately. It's just not happening that all three promoted sides stay up sexy. I agree with you, it would be unbelievably nice. I honestly think Sunderland getting European football is the like black sheep moment that I want to end up happening. I don't think it'll end up happening either, but that's the black sheep moment I want to end up happening. Come on, guys, please. Please. Oh, Craic, please. Lost? No, stem. Oh, please counter-attack or do something. We need a goal. Okay. To Rashford. Christ, game. For the love of God. Bloody run. Rashford. Like, what do you do with that crap? Okay, this is actually pissing me off now. I'm half tempted to turn off bloody highlights because this is pissing me off. I don't know. We literally brought in Mbeumo fucking on. And he's performing crap. Like, do we have to do a double substitution? Like, holy crap. I think we do. Fuck off. What a horrible start to the league. It's a 2-0. Happy out. Well, if I'm performing bad but United are performing good IRL, that's all that bloody matters, to be honest. Who ended up scoring the second goal? Because I can't check it just yet. Let me check it now. Oh, that's everything we need. That's everything we need. 2-0. Goal awarded. Troy again. Oh, beautiful that he's performing good for us. Unbelievable. Beautiful for us. Absolutely beautiful for us. Okay, so let's go top. So in that performance, we had Kobe performed bad, so shout at Kobe. Brian performed bad. You're getting dropped, by the way, Brian. We literally at the double sub you. Literally at the double sub you. Okay. That's bloody infuriating. Anyway, bottom three will probably be Wolves, Burnley, and one of West Ham or Leeds. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what ends up happening with Wolves. Will Rob Edwards be able to make much of a difference to them? Honestly, I kind of hope that he doesn't. I hope Rob Edwards doesn't do a good job with Wolves. Not because I have any problems towards Rob Edwards, but he should have stayed with Middlesbrough, especially considering they're almost guaranteed to be getting up, you know? So we'll see what ends up happening. To me, it's just I kind of want to see Wolves go down now. I think Sean Dyche is too good, and Forest have too good a collection of players in order for them to end up going down. I think West Ham will end up pulling good. It's kind of hard for them not to. So we'll see what ends up happening there. It's just going to be an interesting time to see what ends up happening. It's almost, you'd almost guarantee that it would be Wolves and Burnley, and then the third spot is literally you're just you're juggling at the moment to see who's going to end up getting it. Why are they getting FM'd, if you don't mind me asking, Ash Day? What makes you think that I'm not watching the game, so I can't comment on it. But what makes you think that they're getting FM'd? Yeah, cups, go on. This game is starting to piss me off now. Two very bad performances and then people whinging their ass off about not getting games. Bloody perform and then we'll end up letting you end up having your games. The next game we need to get a result out of, and it's goddamn Chelsea away. So I don't know. Like, we've been scoring goals like pop candies over the we've been scoring goals for pop candies over the preseason. So you'd hope that the things would end up going good now. And that we'd actually end up getting a good performance out of them. But at this point in time, it's hard to bloody know with how bad the team is performing. Julian having a man at a brilliant performance. Beautiful to end up seeing. One of the youths performing pretty well for us there. The only reason why he's being sent out is because we can't get Rashford sold yet. Okay. Wolves are a boring team in general, in my opinion. I prefer other sides in the Prem instead of them. I just don't like them that much. They've done well to stay up as long as they are. Why do you say they're boring? Because for the most part, they're what you expect to be in the Premier League. Like, they've stayed consistent enough. They've been okay with their signings. They've been okay with their manager controls. Like, Victor done a good old job with them. Until he didn't, you know. In general, they've been fairly grand. I don't really see why you think Wolves have been performing particularly bad, if you don't mind me asking. Portugal dominating with 72% to 28% possession, 7 shots, 2 on target. Ireland's 3 shots, 2 goals. I mean, it's a matter of what the shots end up coming out to being at the end of the day too, Ashday. As you can only score the actual good ones that end up coming true. So you know yourself. So so at the end of the day, like, that possession wise, you'd be assuming that they'd be doing an awful lot better, but you never really know. This squad is actually pissing me off. The sad thing about it too is I don't have the option to turn around and says I want him gone. I want to sell him. So, you know, there's that problem too. Ironically, he's still not signed for us, Clint. At least I don't think he is. Or has he? Oh, come on. Recruitment, transfer activity, recruitment, history. Did we sign him? No, not yet. Yeah. Oh, so that's it. He's joining us in the 1st of January. Yep. So he's joining us on the 1st of January. So we'll end up finding out about him then. We'll see how he ends up doing. I very much doubt there's a chance of him developing into anything, unfortunately, but we'll see. The chances are always there, I suppose, my friend. Why or why not? I don't take issue with how they play or do what you have to do to survive. I just, for some reason, don't like them, and they've definitely done well to stay up. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a big situation there, too, of I don't like when players end up getting big money from some of their players and don't want to end up doing anything with them. Like, Wolves have done absolutely sweet FA with the money that they're after getting for Matthias Cunha. And he was arguably the player keeping them up anyways with the performances he was having. So we'll have to see what ends up happening with them. But they're almost guaranteed to end up going down. Can Rob Edwards end up performing out brilliance and getting them something? Maybe. I don't see it myself. I see them going down. Like, statistically, for them to end up staying up now is an incredible case of unlikely natures, because there has never been a team in this particular position at this particular point in the season that has stayed up with the points total that they have. So it'll be very interesting to see what ends up happening there with Wolves. You'd almost have to put money on them going down. But again, new manager bouncing the whole lot, you never really know. You see how it ends up going. We need to get a performance out of this. We can't have another bad performance. It's just personal preference to me. I prefer other teams to them. It's very much a non-issue. I'm just not keen on them. They've got a similar amount of points to Southampton or Derby at this point in the season. Surely they go down. I mean, yeah, but that's kind of the point. Statistically, it hasn't happened before where a team has had the stats total that they have at the moment and stayed up. So that's kind of the point. What are you confident about, if you don't mind me asking, Senior Duck? Okay, so we need a team for this. What the hell do we go with? Christ. Okay, anyways. We have to go with Benjamin Sesko up front. Victor is injured, so we replace Victor with Mount. And Mount and Sesko have been performing good with each other. Manu has had two stinkers so far, so Manu's not playing. So we'll put Cunha on for Manu. Just to shut him up, we'll start Mazraoui. Bruno and Stella are going to continue with each other and hope that they end up performing somewhat well. We go with Yoro. We'll move Ilya over to the left-hand side. And we'll put De Ligt in the middle. Even though Willie is in theory meant to be able to play in the middle. But we'll go with this and hope to God we perform. I mean, the only other option will be to drop Rashford for Dogu, and I think we're actually going to do that, even though he's going to end up whinging. Digital, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? How has life been treating you? I'm sorry about raiding you as you were raiding out, my friend, the last day, but pleasure to end up having you in. Genuinely a fine old gentleman. Give him a follow if you can, guys. One of the good ones. Anime expert into multiple games there. Trophy hunter extraordinaire. What was your last platinum, if you don't mind me asking, Digital? I completely missed what it was, so. But a pleasure to have you in, my friend. Maybe you can give us the good luck in order to end up getting a victory. I mean, I'm extraordinarily something, anyway. Oh, you got the platinum for Time Strangers. Not too bad. How did the time end up going out for that? Was it a long platinum? It's like, that game seems like just base-wise of the game to be a 40-hour, 50-hour game. So I'd assume the platinum was what, maybe 80 hours? Like, was there much grinding getting the platinum for it? I've done it for a few games and then end up getting bored at a couple of them. Like the last one I ended up trying to do was I ended up getting the platinum for Ratchet and Clank because I don't have PlayStation anymore, so I don't have them. But I done it for the Ratchet and Clank trilogy, and having to do 4 playthroughs of Ratchet and Clank 1 just to get the Rhino, never mind to platinum everything, was really, really fun. It wasn't too bad, actually. It took 2 playthroughs, but about 50 hours or so. That's not too bad. It takes a bit longer than back in the day, as I be yapping these days. There's nothing wrong with that either. I'm the same. Like, I end up yapping 100% down the way. Yeah, but that's the best way to be, too. Like, chatting away, enjoying your crack, having the fun, you know? And, you know, you have great conversations all of the time anyway, so that's the way we end up going down, to have that element of fun. Even if you never ended up platinum the game just to enjoy the crack that way. Like, I have hundreds of hours now playing Football Manager, which is effectively just a text-based simulator, and the amount of absolute horse manure we talk about is glorious. At the moment, we've lost our last 2 games, and we haven't lost our last 2 games. We drew the last one, and we lost our first game of this particular stream, and we're going into the hardest of the 3 competitors. So we'll see how we end up doing against Chelsea. So maybe you will end up being the shining star that gets us our win. But we shall see. Hopefully, we can end up getting a good result out of this. Time shall tell, but there's no point blue balling people any longer. We'll go into our game now and see how we end up doing. Rabbit's paw. We'll end up getting the horseshoe and just turning it the right side around. We had it the wrong way around for the first 2 games. Like, what's funny is in the actual 2 games that we had, we controlled the actual game as well, too. We just weren't able to score in the last game. And in the game before that, the goalkeeper had the hands of Midas and just ended up having a fantastic performance against us. So tell us, Owen, what is the next platinum that you're thinking about going for? Also, speaking of another streamer who came in there to give the shout out, considering I always forget, considering they're always here, that they're even a streamer until they are until I remember that they're a streamer. If you can, give a follow to Sir Benakage as well. Absolutely fantastic. And speaking of another absolutely epic streamer, in comes in King. I'll give you a shout out in a minute, King. What's a crack-a-lackin' with you? How has the nightmarish streams been going? I'm doing Death Stranding 2 at the moment, as well as Lord of the Fallings, and then either Metaphor or Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is an easier platinum than Metaphor. But that's because, you know, Shin Megami Tensei games are all, well, even though it's not Shin Megami Tensei, but Atlas games are always a bit longer when it comes down to the platinums. I love Expedition 33. I recommend everyone end up getting to do it, to be honest. The only problem with Expedition 33 is depending on whether or not you're a stubborn arsehole, you can end up fighting any boss fight in Expedition 33 whenever you meet it. And depending on how much of a stubborn arsehole you are, you will end up going up against that boss fight and continually trying to beat that boss fight, banging your head against the wall, spending 2.5 hours trying to beat a boss fight, ultimately to end the stream without beating the boss. So you know, just don't be me. Tom, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin' with you? Is life going good? It's a pleasure to have you in. All's up. Again, we'll end up giving it there. We won't have a fancy frosty tool tip for you, King, but anyone who's here who hasn't done so beforehand, please do give the mighty King a follow as well. Genuinely another fantastic streamer. Unbelievable crack. Phenomenal community. Beautiful to end up talking to in the whole lot. Brilliant to end up having. We are in the 2nd season, Tom. We failed our first game versus Brentford. The hand of Midas goalkeeping performance by Quave Gallagher, who's performing fantastic IRL as well. With Ireland being 2-0 up versus Portugal. Please don't let me jinx that. And going on. I think we got him for about 30 million. I'll check it in a bit. He's developmental for us, so it's not too bad. I mean, probably, Owen. Everyone here is fantastic crack, anyways. Yeah, it's typical with you, Duck, that you end up getting a stadium named after yourself. It can be for the player. I'm United at the moment. The ultimate goal wasn't to do United as my main streaming save. It was to do an unemployed upwards, but we were doing it for the beta, and I've been enjoying it so far. So we're going to continue with it for a wee bit longer and see how things go. I'm a United fan, born and bred. My grandfather was a United fan and ended up getting me into it. Well, it means you might end up being the wonderful joy, Owen, of Salford being redeveloped when the government ultimately gives United half of the money for the goddamn stadium they're building. Yeah, Tom, I got Dennis for 14.5 million quid, which was a brilliant amount of money for him. It's a lot of money to spend on a stadium, Duck. But to be fair, considering Tottenham spent $2 billion on theirs, and United's projected spending on their particular stadium is 3.5. Although it's funny, they went back to the architect, and supposedly the clown tent is being taken off of the bloody stadium now that they're meant to be designing. No bother, my friend. I'll have to come in and end up looking at yours again in the near future as well, and it's an absolute pleasure to end up having you. I look forward to seeing Lord of the Fallen and either Expedition 33 or Metaphor Refantasia whenever you end up doing them. Have a fantastic time, my friend. Have a fantastic evening, and until the next time, make sure your crack is 90. I'm Stupid Sexy Crack, as we all know, and of course to yourself. Shlán go fóil and Pug Mahone, my friend. We only got 27 million for our old stadium. This one will be 22k bigger. Hey, at least it's bigger. I remember seeing someone build a brand new stadium, and the stadium was 5k smaller than the previous stadium they ended up having. Adios, amigos. What a save by Lamens. I think the biggest stadium I've seen built in FM was a 109,000 seat stadium. Although the funniest thing I've ever seen done in FM was I seen an expansion to a stadium done where they added 5 seats for 55 million quid, which was absolutely hilarious. Also, even the game knows that Robert Sanchez is a bit crap considering Flip Jorgensen is being used as the Chelsea. Oh, God fucking damn it. Of all players to score. Of all players to score and how he scored. Like, what are the defenders at there? There's a significant chance, based on how we're playing at the moment, I'm going to get sacked. I mean, kind of. It's the price of an Ireland bike shed. In terms of value. You absolute thrice shite. Are you streaming tonight yourself, Senior King, if you're still available? If you're looking in the background, 100% sound as well. But if you are streaming tonight, let us know what you're streaming, because we might have a gawk at it later on. Or if you're still live when I'm finishing up, I might end up trying to raid into you. They're going to score again, aren't they? Crikey. This game's trying to give me a complexion. I love how we have a tree. This is another situation where we're actually not doing too bad in this game, but we're just not shooting accurately at all. 5 shots, 1 on target is atrocious. Not too bad. Fair play to you to make sure to do it and just relax and enjoy yourself. You need them every now and again as well, to just relax down and enjoy the crack. Maybe end up sitting down with a nice old drink and enjoying the crack. Sit down with a glass of whiskey or something of that description and just enjoying the night out. Refresh the batteries. There's obviously the social aspects of the. God, here comes the goal. Lemons, you hit the ball. Oh my God. I don't have words for that one. Yeah, put your hands in your fucking head. Holy crap, this performance. Jesus, this performance. They're literally passing the ball to Chelsea now. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. They're literally passing the ball to Chelsea now. It's like they're trying to get me sacked. I mean, that's one word for it, duck. That's one word for it. I'm not sure it's the word I'd use for it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's been years. Like, this is hilarious to me. It's been years since I've seen the game do this to me. Since I play at FM, and it's just screwed me this badly. I've seen it. Wow. I've seen it screw me, but it's screwing me, and it's not even taking me out to dinner first. Holy crap. We've changed the goalkeeper and everything. Like, holy crap. It's screwing me. Like badly screwing me. I mean, I don't actually think he's back yet, although 2026 is when his suspension. Like, oh my God. "2026 is when his suspension's meant to be up." I give up. Second. I love how we score when I'm not here. I love how we score when I'm not here. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. You score when I'm not here. Holy crap, guys. I mean, the really funny thing about it is there's actually enough time to come back in this game and make it a draw. It's not well. Oh, I jinxed it. Yeah, it's sad when the chair is a better manager than you are. Oh, come on, Camarada. You have to do better than that. Press him. You piss off. Okay, we need to sub off Mount as well. See, the sad thing about it, like, it's sad when you're when you see that they can actually perform. Like, I don't know what the first 60 minutes of this game was. It doesn't help when you have two disastrously crap goalkeeping performances. Now, it is too late, by the way. It is too late to end up equalizing all of this, but it'd be awesome if we were able to. It's too big of a margin and it's too late, but it'd be awesome if we were able to. Imagine if we won it. Nah. You can't depict it into the world. Doggu. Doggu loses it far too easily. Flip Jorgensen to Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo. Down there, Ahmad gets it. Mbuemu to Camrada. Oh, Ferguson. Oh, side anyways. Unfortunate that. Sorry, I have an issue IRL here. There, goal from them. Oh, finally a goalkeeping save. What the hell? Seeing the goalkeeper actually end up saving something is unbelievable for us. Why did it? Oh, whatever. See, what's really funny is they didn't even perform that good. To shout at them again. Fired up my ass with the performances you've all been given. So what do we do? I think the team needs a win. I think the team needs a win. So we're 18th at the moment. It's like one draw, 2 losses, a horrible, horrible start to the season. But that's fascinating. I'd be, like, for us at the moment, I'd be taking off Finn as well right now, considering Ronaldo's after getting a red card. Just so there's no chance of us getting a red card. I'd be taking off Taylor and I'd be taking off Finn. And I'd just be sitting back with 10 men. Like, obviously we could end up increasing our goal difference, but we don't need to worry about our goal difference that much. Well, maybe we do, actually. Maybe we do. I mean, yeah, thankfully, that is actually really shocking that nobody has won all of their games. Like, it has been an atrocious start to the league for everyone. But let's see. Our next game is against Leeds there. I know this is a quick turnover and Leeds are a good team, but I think we need a friendly. Weirdly, I think we need a friendly. Yeah, and we plonk it on the Tuesday. And we go with... We needed to be a fairly okay team just so we're actually performing, but I think we just do that. And we plonk that there, and we end up seeing how we do in a friendly, because we need a win. And if we lose in a friendly, we know we're completely fucked. But I think we need it. I know this wouldn't happen IRL, mind you, but I don't really care. We badly need it. So maybe it'll end up giving us some morale. It'll bump up the players, and we'll see what ends up happening. Although the fact that I've had 3 blow-ups and nothing has been said to me yet is funny as well. We allowed 60 entries into our final third, developed 12 shots. We allowed the opposition... It's like... So it looks like we're defending good. Our attacks have been inconsistent, but it's our attacking midfielders that have been the major problem. Which means Bruno needs to be dropped. Okay, so it's Bruno that's causing one of the main problems. At least we now know. Now, ironically, we're going to play Bruno against Salzburg anyway, and we'll see. I'll be honest, I couldn't give a crap, Ashday, about the fact that that's happened. He has, Sean. He's joining us in January. Due to the way that the Irish League ends up working, they wouldn't let us end up having him until it ends up finishing, so they won't let him join until January, because their window isn't open. So we'll end up getting him in January. Okay. So we need this game in order to give some motivation to the players. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do... God, how is Ugarte worse than Casemiro? How is Ugarte worse than... Genuinely. That's insane. That makes no sense. Oh, God. There's no point in me whinging. It doesn't do anything, but still. Yeah, Cully, it's interesting to see 2-0 up. I turned around and I told you, it ain't done till the fat lady sings. When we were talking about it here and the potential of Ireland being out of World Cup qualifications, I turned around and I said the fat lady needs to sing before we end up saying goodbye. Winning against Portugal and then potentially having Hungary on our backsides means there's a chance of us getting greatness. I ultimately don't think we're going to do it, but we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, we'll see how you end up doing, Michael. You're not particularly good in this game, but who knows, maybe you'll develop. As for us, Brian has been performing absolutely horse craps. We need you to play. We're moving Mbeumo back down there. Sesko has been performing bad, so we need you to start. Mount has been performing bad, so we'll go with the 2 of these. We'll go with this anyway and see how we end up doing. And this will be the performance that tells us if we just need to end up spending the money on the new goalkeeper. Oh, interesting. Because we're in the league phase, it's not telling us the defenders were allowed to score, is it? Oh no, that's why. They're weird that. Ineligible, they're already in games. Yeah, no, I don't care. We'll go with this. Just had a peek at the Ireland game, checked the lineup. How is it even happening? Luck more than anything else. But to be fair, Troy is a fairly good player. Counter-attacking football ends up working phenomenally well. And Portugal have already qualified. Well, they haven't actually. Now that I look at it. They haven't actually, but they're against Armenia next, so they've pretty much qualified. So we'll see what ends up happening. And maybe it's just that the team has finally clicked. Maybe the team has just finally clicked. We'll see what ends up happening. In general, Cully, I'm not doing too bad. I'm happy to be on. I'm enjoying the crack. Continuing to go on now. It's been an horrific start to the season. We've lost 2 games, drawn 1 game. We don't look like we could score in a month of fucking Sundays. But we're doing a friendly now against Salzburg to try and give us some motivation, see if maybe it's just downing tools, because I think it might be. Imagine if we score 1 minute into this game. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the hell, game? What the hell? I know it's a bloody friendly, but what the hell? I don't care that that's disallowed. We're performing like prime Barcelona in the first 5 minutes of this game. What the hell? Although, does anyone want to point out that the major difference in this squad is the fact that Bruno's not in it? I mean, yeah. I think the thing with him too is, like, his first official. This is unbelievable, by the way. His first official international cap was at 27, wasn't it? Like, he's only recently getting into the squad, and like, to be fair, one of the only reasons he's getting picked at the moment is because Evan Ferguson is injured, even though Ferguson isn't performing good. Although, to be honest, him starting over Adam Ida is interesting as well, more than anything else. Like, the interesting thing when it comes down to the Ireland squad is we have a bunch of mediocre players, but they can perform good. And that's the thing about it. There's hope. There's hope with the Ireland squad. Sorry, give us a second. Wonderful when issues end up happening. Give us a second. Yeah, but like, if we have this type of performance against Leeds, we'll be happy out. Why couldn't we have this type of performance in the first bloody games we ended up having? A Rottenham fan? Where did that end up coming from, Cully? I mean, he could be. I mean, this pretty much confirms, by the way, that Bruno ain't playing in the next game, by the way. Even though it also could be a case of them being tired as well. It sort of parallels the England team. Tons of superstars, but they're all chunked together and they can't play well. I mean, let's be fair on the England team. The England team has been hampered for years by their manager. And then before that, they were hampered purely by ego. Now, with that being said, too, ironically, the England team that's performing today is a very weak side. Like the fact that Jordan Henderson is after coming on at halftime, Philip Foden coming on for Kane, Eze coming on for Rashford, Bellingham coming on for Rodgers. Like that back line of Reece James, Konza, Stones, and O'Reilly is a weak back line when you think about it. Elliot Anderson being on with Rice is interesting, but you go with what you have. Also, you have to be a little sorry for James Trafford because he's screwed. Dean Henderson would be picked before he is. I think England's biggest problem at the moment is defenders. I think that's England's biggest problem, the squad itself. I think its biggest problem is defenders. Respect, we both had big Stephen Edwards, man's a legend. He knew I was a Rottenham fan due to me saying Ovgene is once a Miller, always a Miller. Ah, okay, fair enough. I wouldn't know that reference at all, but that's also because I'm cultured. You know, I'm cultured and I'm Irish. So Salzburg aren't a bad team. Us being 4-0 up against them is good. But again, this is a friendly. And wait until you see we'll end up performing crap after this. But for now, we'll make a couple of changes and see how things end up going. Delict there. Ferguson up front. Ahmad there. Bruno's not coming on. Dogu there. And then we'll change this up for a second. We'll move you to there. We'll move you up to here. Move you to there. And then put you there. And we'll go with that. Again, 4-0 up, so we can do. Anyways, Leeds have been in the lower leagues. I know a lot of the smallish teams pretty well. Interesting. I mean, Leeds are a United rival anyway. I know very little about them. I know very little about that rivalry as well. Rottenham are known as the Millers due to a very old steel mill industry of Rottenham and South Yorkshire in general. Going to just holiday an FM20 save process a day every 20 minutes. The joys of that, Duck. You've more patience than me. It isn't some new reference that you've accidentally missed. Oh no, but it's just me being Irish and not knowing English culture. Although I do find it funny that it's what a shot by Manu, by the way. I do find it funny that Rottenham is being known as the Millers, considering, and again, not English, 100%. Rip my arse asunder if I'm wrong on this one. I always thought the Millers were considered Birmingham. Like, wasn't that where most of the mills were, in Birmingham? Or is that me taking my bias from Peaky Blinders? Yeah, and you've played us a fair few times in the championships. Yeah. I think it was Yee that we robbed Roy Keane off of. Yee were trying to sign him, and then Ferguson just came in and nicked him from me in the last moment. Obviously from Nottingham Forest, by the way. Which would also be really funny if we got Elliot. That would be the one worry I'd end up having. No, I know we got him from Forest, Duck. I think originally King was meant to sign for Leeds. Like, he had all but signed for Leeds, and then we robbed him at the last minute. Heart of the steel industry was Sheffield and South Yorkshire. Some of the oldest mills were there. Interesting. It's something. The Industrial Revolution is something I actually wouldn't. That's a horrible goal that they scored. Like, the Industrial Revolution is always something that's interesting to me, especially considering the actual spike of the world's Industrial Revolution ended up coming from England. The boost from England to the Industrial Revolution ended up helping the entirety of the world. So finding out more about it will be interesting to end up seeing. But you know yourself, like, it's a pleasure hearing people talking about it. Like, you should be proud about all that type of stuff. And even an uncultured Irish swine like myself, let me know about the culture when you can. It's nice to see that we're losing it in the final half of this. Revel or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the game that you're on about, Cully. I'm a bit unfortunate. It's old school history is not something I've looked into when it comes down to United. I know from maybe 2004 onwards, and that's about it. Unfortunately, I do need to end up doing some old history. Like, I have no problem admitting it. Most of my knowledge on football is to talk about football. I'm kind of a bit of a plastic fan, even though I enjoy United and I ingrate myself in the information about it, and I'm in the academy views and all that type of stuff. Holy shit, this second half. No, I'm just saying in general. Fun fact, our new stadium since 2012-2013 is named the ACL New York Stadium because it was built right next to the old rundown mill and made a lot of steel mill holes on the roads of New York City because South Yorkshire exported some of the highest quality steel at the time. Yes, and that's kind of the sad thing that has happened to culture and the whole lot. You can blame that on Thatcher, the fact that that's no longer the thing, but that wouldn't be fair. One of the main reasons why all of that ended up happening is because there we go. It's because cost profile on the whole of it, just the standard of living ended up increasing too much, and it costs too much in order to do stuff. Alex Revel had a really important goal for Rottingham against Leyton Orient in the League One playoff final in extra time to win promotion. Interesting. During the Industrial Revolution's Tam side was famous for being a major centre for the cotton textile manufacturing and also coal mining. Yeah, but that's also one of those weird ones where you don't really want to give too much props to it too, because the cotton textile manufacturing, they didn't really know what they were at to, and more so with the coal mining as well. An awful lot of people ended up getting very, very, very sick out of all of those particular situations as well. And they didn't give a crap about it. So, like, you know, good with the bad, I suppose. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could you imagine, though, being important enough to end up being an actual figure in history? It's funny to think about it being someone important enough to actually be remembered, to be talked about in history, to know that you've left an imprint and to be annaled in history. A school is built on a massive coal mine that's like 8k meters down. That's funny. Well, that would be horrible if a kid ended up going missing. Also, we have to make the decision. Do we buy a new goalkeeper? I think we'll try one more game. And if we perform bad in this game, we have to get the goalkeeper. When is the game? 29th. It does give us enough time to buy the goalkeeper because we have 3 days. So if we don't do good against Leeds, I think we have to buy Coble. I mean, that would be the only worry, that if a kid went missing, that ended up going down into the old mine shaft. Otherwise, it's actually a cool bit of history to have. We gave those starving children a job. I can't finish that sentence. You're trying to get me cancelled, Duck. Horse shit, by the way. Horse shit that you're satisfied. Not with the way we've started off the bloody season. We've started off the season horribly. There's no way you're satisfied. Oh, we got Southampton in the Carabao Cup, which isn't a bad draw, but it also isn't a good one. Okay. So we're going to need some luck coming into this game now. Those chimney sweeps should be grateful. They wouldn't be. Well, let's be fair. When it comes down to the chimney sweepers, they should be proud of the fact that their actions created brilliance like Oliver Twist. Wait, I'm getting them right. Oliver Twist is the one with the chimney sweeper. No, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is what I'm thinking of. I think. Mary Poppins is the one with the chimney sweeper, isn't it? We wouldn't have a musical if not for them. Yes, that's ultimately my point. I'm just getting mixed up on which bloody musical it is. He needs to perform better. All of our strikers needs to perform better. I mean, funnily enough, I'm not actually that big of a fan of musicals, but like the only musical that I've been watching the last wee while is Has Been Hotel, which I've been watching there recently, and I actually like Has Been Hotel, but really don't like the latest season. Oliver Twist was a chimney sweeper, I believe, and then there was the chimney sweep man in Mary Poppins, yeah. Well, he's the one who ends up getting the woman at the end of it. I'm not actually sure if Twist himself was a chimney sweep. I know there's been multiple versions of Oliver Twist. And I actually think, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, this could be me pulling complete crap out of my arse. I actually think Oliver Twist is a play on Robin Hood. That Oliver Twist himself, because obviously he robs from the rich for Fagin. Like, I think it's meant to be a Robin Hood analogy. I think. I could be wrong on that. That could be me accidentally making up horse manure. But I think I've read that somewhere before where Oliver Twist is a Robin Hood analogy. It actually wouldn't be a bad analogy if you were going to put it together. One of the problems with Coble is just going to be, like, his wage would be fucking massive. Yeah, that's why I thought he'd be asking for way too much money. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that now. It's also 28. I didn't realize he was so old. Maybe we don't go for Coble. Oh, Christ. Okay. Do we make any changes to this squad? I don't think we do. I think the only changes we make to this squad is the subs. And even in them, I don't think we make any changes. Oh, Hoyland is back from injury, so we have another striking option if we need it. So we'll put Stellar on the bench anyway. Woo! Excuse me. Okay. I'm not going to make any other changes but that. I'm not going to make any other changes than that. So I just ask you cross your fingers and your toes for me, guys. Because if we perform bad against bloody Leeds, I deserve to be sacked. Sad to see Morecombe 23rd in the National League. Yeah. Sad to see all those type of situations. Like, bad ownership just causes an awful lot of problems. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a problem with the Wrexham situation. Like, I know that I don't know if Wrexham actually would have been considered one of the biggest teams in Wales, but it's nice to see a team doing somewhat well about it. From double relegation, yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to get anyone to buy them out properly. I don't think they will. Like when I say that, they'll get someone to buy the club. I just don't think they're going to get what they want, which is someone to bring them back up into the actual levels of the Premiership. But then again, like, what fans want and what is actually meant to be the case is hard to end up seeing anyway, because, like, Benny would end up needing to give me more chops on this one, although I think he said before he doesn't pay attention to West Ham that much. But I know there was a West Ham fan who went on to the Simon Jordan's show who turned around and said he wants new owners in West Ham so that they'll come in and build a brand new stadium for them. So, like, fans don't know what they end up wanting either. And they become greedy once they end up getting to it too. Oh, can we get a quick goal? Can we get a quick goal again? Mount to Cunha to Ugarte to Mino! Quick goal! We might have found our team. On the one hand, Wednesday will be cheaper to buy, could be great for a smart businessman, although may see it as a bad investment. But here's the big thing about it. There's a number of factors we don't know about buying the club. When they've been put into administratorship, so you need to get them out of administratorship first, which means there's obviously going to be debts that are put onto the club that you need to end up having. I believe Sheffield Wednesday no longer own their stadium. So you need to buy a brand new stadium for them as well, because I think they're sharing a stadium at the moment. So you have that massive issue as well. So as an actual like proper option to end up going for, it's not as attractable as it ends up coming down to either. So we'll see what ends up happening. In terms of being a good investment, it probably isn't, which is the sad thing about it. Never should have gotten rid of Moyes. I'm guessing you're on about for West Ham. Never should have gotten rid of Moyes. Is it the EFL that own it or someone else? The stadium has been taken soul from the club, so I don't understand the fans thinking. You fans just buy Hillsborough. You can. Maybe. I don't know. Like, the big thing about it is when it comes down to Sheffield Wednesday, I believe they had an average of 10K fans coming to the games. So, like, there is an attractability. Sesko, you need to do significantly better than that. So there is an attractability point of view on that point. You do have fans going to the games. So that's an attractability point in its favor. But the fact that you need to end up getting a brand new stadium, the fact that you need to end up getting a brand new training facility, we'll see what ends up happening. How dare they dream of pretty football and getting ahead of their station? Again, are you on about West Ham on this one, Duck? Because, yeah, I mean, what nice goal by Cunha. Yeah, like, it's kind of the situation with Tottenham at the moment. Tottenham are in a fairly good position in the league, but they're playing dire football. So it's a matter of you have to figure out on what you want to get. Do you win or do you just end up going? Like with Moyes, who cares that he was performing with bad football? You won the Conference League, and supposedly that was the end of the bloody world, and you're happy out. Bob's your uncle, so. You could just buy back Hillsborough. I don't mean the fans to buy it was a mistype. I mean, that's fair, but I'm not sure you can. Like, Hillsborough, it's a development site now, isn't it? Would it even be possible to get it bought back? Again, this is all questions I don't really know. Would it be an option? Potentially. Potentially. But it also wouldn't be cheap, which is the other thing about it. Crap, sorry, water went down the wrong way. Well, yeah, but he was a bad owner. So you can't really blame them for that. And like, the one good thing about Sheffield Wednesday, and I know it's both a good thing and a bad thing, is that owner had enough finances that he could have continued to screw the club for years. I know putting a club into administratorship that will almost guarantee they get relegated again is not a good thing to end up happening, and I know that means you put him on your hit list as up there with the devil in terms of neglect. But he had finances in his repertoire to keep the club and to potentially end up making things worse. Also, of course, they end up scoring back. I was trying to feel happy. With myself and feel good about the fact that we're doing well, but I suppose it's always this.
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
The fact that I'm using that in a negative connotation because of how we're playing is pissing me off. Like, their first shot on target and they get it in goals. Like, Lemons is just not performing good for us at all. I was going to say, if you missed that, Sesko, if you missed that, I would have hired an intermediary and sold your ass immediately. The fact that you took an extra touch too. Oh my God. Oh. I'm being an overreactive Nancy. But tap in as a tap in, but you get the goals that you get. Like, maybe the friendly ended up working for us. Maybe the friendly ended up working for us. I mean, that could be the case, Cully. That's the reason for the attendance, that they just wanted to piss off the owner. I don't know the club. I can't think of it now that we're on about it, but I know there's a club in the National League, considering you mentioned it. Cunha, you're having a worldie of a performance. I know it's Leeds, but, you know, we need to boost the goal difference, and unbelievable performance so far. I considering we're on about attendances and stuff like that, and I can't remember the club that it is, but there's a club in the National League at the moment that is averaging 8,000 people a game, which is fantastic for that particular league. And you think that alone would end up giving you the finances to just excel up the ladder. I might start doing the pausing for ads again, but we'll see for now. Yeah, no, we're performing good in this game. We ended up this is the reason why I done this is the reason why I done the friendly versus Salzburg, because sometimes you just need a good performance. Like a good performance, and we started playing. Because, like, in only the Chelsea game, by the way, only the Chelsea game has been a bad performance by us. We just haven't been able to score in the other games. Now, to be fair, it's Leeds, and they're 19th. But we need the goal difference. So happy out. But like, no bother, Cully. Thank you so much for coming in. It was a pleasure talking to you again. Make sure your crack is 90. Have the best night's sleep possible. I won't be live this weekend. It's very unlikely unless I'm on. Oh, fuck off with your tapping. Unless I'm on Sunday, I won't be live this weekend. But I'll be live again next Tuesday, definitely. So until then, make sure your crack is 90. Shlong go full, my friend. Remember, I've been stupid, sexy crack, and as always, Pogue Mahone. Dan James, too. Another former player scoring against us. Duck. Duck. Duck.
Off is a direction you can fuck.
We were 17th. Okay, do that. Do that. Do that. And do that. Good. We're at 60 minutes anyway, and a penalty is happening for us. We'll let Ferguson take the penalty because he needs the goal. Even though, in theory, we should let Sesko take it considering he's on his hat-trick, but, you know. If you miss this, by the way, Ferguson, if you miss this... Oh my God. We hand you a goal on a silver platter. We hand you a goal on a silver platter. Oh, Christ. Why is 7 on Mount... Oh, God damn it. At least they've highlighted it better. At least we're not wondering who's gotten injured anymore. Do we have more goals in us? Based on Leeds' performance, we should do. Even though the fact that we have a 6-2 goal difference and their goalkeeper is a 7.7. Ironically, their goalkeeper has had a hands of Midas performance, even though 6 goals have gone in. That's hilarious. That's genuinely hilarious. Like to have a hands of Midas performance. Oh, cry! You're never getting that goal, are you, Ferguson? You're never getting that goal. You poor fool. You're never getting that goal. I mean, holy crap, were you offside, but still. Yeah, I mean, it's 6.1 now. Like, there's no redeeming him, unfortunately. We probably should have gotten another goal off of that. But to be fair, their goalkeeper had a 7.7 performance. Like, he had a very good performance. Like, defensively, we should have done significantly better. Four-day holiday and an hour pog. Happy out. Okay, so we've shot back up the table now. So in theory, we should be doing much better. Where actually are we on the table? Oh, it's showing the Carabao Cup, so we can't see. So in terms of the Premier League, we are 11th now. 3 points behind Bournemouth on top. You know, we're not doing too bad since everyone has kind of done bad this season so far to start things off. No bother, sexy. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. So if I don't end up talking to you again, my friend, just so you know, it's either Sunday or Tuesday when I'm next live again. Thank you so much for coming in. Always a pleasure talking to you. Enjoy the streams, and send them my love as well. Whoever you ended up talking to, thank you so much for coming in, my friend. We're going to continue on a wee bit more anyway. Let's see how we do. Our next opponent, Southampton in the Carabao Cup. How long is he injured? Frodo Baggies is who I'm going to watch. That's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. But don't bother, my friend. Enjoy it anyway. And all I can say is, apologies for not being interesting enough to hold you. Have a fantastic night, my friend. I love how everyone is actually happy considering I just haven't been talking to them. Like, we just haven't done press conferences because I've just been walking out. So everyone is happy that I'm just doing a press conference. You literally started the last game, you whinging pillock. Oh my god. Oh, game, you're pulling the piss. Oh, Spurs are top of the league. That's concerning. Julian's still doing okay. Really? Is he still with Chelsea? Yeah. Jeremy too. He has brilliant potential in the actual game itself. Also, Ireland actually won. Ireland actually won. The World Cup is still alive for us. Still alive for us. We have to get past Hungary. We have to do the incredible. We have to do the damn near impossible. And we have to get past Hungary. The fact that we got past... When did you get Allison? You got him for piss cheap. I didn't even notice that you got him. Anyway, the fact that we got past Portugal means there's a chance we're able to get past Hungary. And we performed okay against Hungary the last time we went up against them. But the World Cup is still alive for us now. So we just have to pray that things end up going good for us. I am positive, if I'm honest, that Ireland can end up pulling something out of the bag. That could just be unwarranted national pride. In fact, there's no could. It more than likely is unwarranted national pride. But at the same point in time, screw it. If I'm not going to have national pride, who will? So we've Southampton next. At home, though, so it's an Old Trafford game, which is nice for us. Southampton are a Premier League side, and in fact, they're further up the Premier League than us. No, piss off. Gilbert Mora. Who's he joining? Paris Saint-Germain, yeah. Okay. What are you whinging about now? Oh, piss off. Seriously. Such an annoying bunch of pillocks. This team. They're whinging about everything. They're such a bunch of whinge bags. No, it's not beneficial to him, so no. I do actually plan on giving Godot some time. Like, he's playing in this next game. Himself, Willie, and Yoro are probably going to be the players. 70 million! They spent 70 million on him. I mean, fair play to them. Let's hope they don't get relegated. 67 million relegation clause. Ooh. Crikey, that's still not that low. That's still a bonkersly bloody bonkers bloody release clause. I mean, I know his value is fairly high, but that's still a surprisingly big release clause. Let's have a look and see how... No, it's not going to benefit him, so no. Ricardo, one for the championship. Nice. And Keith Smith is one that we're keeping an eye on. He's actually not that bad in terms of his pricing. He's normally an awful lot more expensive than that. We'll keep an eye on him. We might go for him in January, considering we might need the extra... Bloody words, Craic. We might need the extra support in that midfield position. Okay. Ooh, Fulham and Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Ooh, Fulham, you poor fools. They're not having a nice time with this one. Birmingham might not be beneficial. Where are Birmingham? I mean, the fact that he's even getting game time in the championship, though, is probably worth it, but no. No, if it's not worth it, then no. Like, you have to consider that type of stuff, but it's hard when it ends up stating that it's not a beneficial loan. Matt O'Reilly from Brighton, okay. Fulham face... I think Fulham can end up getting a win out of that, considering it's in Craven Cottage. Interesting. Wow. I mean, no. No, that's not happening. Not a chance that's happening. That's the first time I've actually seen a player ask for mutual termination. I have never seen that happen before. That's unbelievable. I've genuinely never seen that happen before. It's nice to see that the transfer window period still takes far too bloody long. And isn't near as pretty. I'm genuinely shocked that they're still pleased. The agent offers page is still the same as before. It's just not near as pretty either. Nico Paz would be the one that we'd want to get if we could get him. It's just he's far too expensive. Ooh. Are they going to come in with an offer for Casemiro? Like, the agent said that he was going to look. Doesn't look like it. It does not look like it, unfortunately. He's wanted. I mean, there's a couple of people that want him, so you'd figured they'd come in for him. Targets. Interested clubs. Now, if all of these clubs do what has happened the last time and ask for his salary, I'm still going to keep him at the club where he's not getting any bloody game time and paying his salary, but I refuse to give him out and pay for some of his salary. Chalaba? Oh. That's an interesting shout. Trevor Chalaba at Newcastle. Interesting. Chalaba rejects it, huh? Is it that Chelsea rejected it or Chalaba rejected it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we have to go in for it, so I'm not letting them have him. What? How did that happen so quick? Oh, you screwed me. You cheeky bastard. I refuse to pay half of his salary. I'll pay his full salary before I end up doing that. I'm doing okay, to be honest with you. I'm not doing too bad now, my friend. What about you? How's the crack treating you? Is the night going well for you? A bit annoyed that Chelsea just came out of the blue and got Keith Smith out of nowhere when I was considering him at one point. But I'm just enjoying crack as it's going. Why? What's on tomorrow, if you don't mind me asking? Anything exciting happening with you, my friend? We're going to be cheeky now. I know we shouldn't. I know we shouldn't go with Hardy, but I'm going to anyway. I know I shouldn't. I'm going to go a bit weak. on this, and it's more than likely a big mistake to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Nothing. Just ready for the end of the week. I mean, I'm of a similar vein to that, where I just want the weekend to end up hitting just to have the weekend. Just to relax and then it coming down. But I actually do have plans this weekend, so it should be a bit of crack now, to be fair. That's annoying. I wanted to give Jaden the games. And Jaden isn't getting this game. I suppose, considering that we go with Shaw instead. Shaw in the middle there. So I can walla Shaw in heaven. Gibson has played a game already, so he's tired. You'll need to be rested. Stiller anyway. So Ugarte and Stiller. Kept Mwada up front. But it's... And instead of Ugarte, we go with Casemiro. Victor instead of Mount. Half tempted to play with Hoyland. I'm a happy man today too, because Ireland's after getting the win in their game versus Portugal, surprisingly enough. So this is the chance of the chance of World Cup football for Ireland still exists, weirdly enough. For how unlikely that is. Okay, so we're going to try... No, we're going to change Mbwemu with Ahmad. We're going to change Rashford with Dogu. And we're going to go with this. And we're going to hope that we do okay in it. We're going weaker than we should, but stronger than we can. And we're going to hope that we do okay. So I might need you to cross your fingers and your toes for me on this one. And hope that the performance of the last one ends up coming into this one. And we have a good performance versus Southampton. This could be a mistake. This could be me just going sacrificial lamb. Now, we hope that that isn't the case, that we actually get a good performance out of this one. But we'll see what ends up happening as the game loads. We go into this. Also, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak, Ben. Genuinely awesome to end up seeing people continuing to watch. Gives me some honor in actually doing this goddamn thing. Okay. So, Southampton bet us in the Invitational, where we actually played a much stronger team. Shea Charles ended up scoring along with Cameron Archer. They've gone full strength, as we kind of expected they would. We haven't. So let's hope we end up having a performance out of this. Of course, they're not excited. Why would they be? But let's see what ends up happening now as we go into this. Old Trafford game, Carabao Cup, couple of youths in play, strong team going up against a strong team. Can we perform well? We need to. Okay. Cunha to Stellar, up to Kumwada, and immediately nice defensive work there. Pass straight back to Ramsdale. Although maybe the pass back rule isn't being put into this game, but I could have sworn that was a pass back. Ahmad, nice turn back. Cross in, Dogu, Cunha, and a beautiful save by Ramsdale. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days. They're going to end up having our number. It's going to be another one of those days. Okay. Second corner, nothing comes to it. Shaw to Kambwala. To Casemiro. Shaw to Heaven. Down to Dogu. Up. And nobody there. Archer to Smallbone. To Fellows. Goal. One of those days. Do we make the sub? I mean, there's not much Hardy could have done there. He should have done a better change to it, but do we make the sub? Do we take Hardy off and put Dennis on straight away? I think we give them a little bit of time, but if a second goal happens, he's off straight away, unfortunately. We really hope a second goal doesn't come, though. Hope we can equalise beforehand, because I want to give Hardy the full game if we can. Bad clearance by Kumbwala. Stellar now holding the ball. Heaven up to Casemiro. Casemiro with a horrific pass, and Cameron Archer scores the second. Because of course. Because of fucking course. It's going to be one of those games, too, where we're just not going to be able to score, isn't it? It'll be one of those games, too, where we're just not going to be able to score no matter what we do. We'll be in control of most of the game. We'll have the possession. We'll have the attacking stats. We'll have the XG. We just won't have the goal, won't we? Aaron Ramsdale up to Ulrich. Ulrich back to Aaron Ramsdale. Bit of pressure being put into place there. Nice by Ahmad, but Victor Ruch there. Nothing there for him to do. Victor to Ahmad, and Ahmad hits the post. Yep. Like unbelievable. One of those days. One of those days. Like, what can you do when that's the result? When you bounce it off the post. 10 shots, 4 on target, already getting into it, already being denied, already in control, and nothing you can do. I took the risk with Hardy. I gave Casemiro the game because he was the better option over Rugate, and Casemiro fucks us. Hardy, he's young, you can't really complain about it, but then what do you do there? Like, we should be 2-1 at the very, very, very least. I'm going to be kicked out of the Carabao Cup now. Neglect for me, to be fair, but what can you do? Cunha performing bad, Kambwada performing bad. We'll make subs in the 55th minute if they don't do something good in between then. Stellar to Dogu. And Francisco got his goal. Now, I think we still need to make the Cunha change. We go with Rashford there instead and hope that that ends up doing some good performances for us. But a goal back is nice. Ahmad to Victor. Victor loses it far too easily because, of course, he does. Cameron Archer to Leo. Ahmad gets it back. Nice interception play. Up to Cambrata. Victor, Stellar, Ahmad, Cambrata. Francisco, beautiful save by Aaron Ramsdale. You can't blame that on Francisco. Would one of the more experienced strikers score that? Potentially. But it was a very good save by Ramsdale. At 65 minutes, we're making the change for Francisco, unfortunately. Okay, yep. So we have two potential subs here. So we're going to go Evan Ferguson for Kumbwala and... we're going to change Brian Mbeumo for Ahmad and hope we can get something out of this game. .2 XG, 17 shots, 6 on target. Horrible in that restraint. Can we get an equalizer? We bloody deserve it. Evan Ferguson with the ball now. Up he goes. Down he goes. Victor. Beautiful. I know you're not playing as a striker like we signed you in order to do, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goal. Evan Ferguson running up. Passes it there. Nice save by Ramsdale. Victor taps it. Technically an own goal in my opinion, but Victor ends up getting the goal. You can only go at what's in front of you. And we got what we needed. Can we get one more goal? Can we actually win this game without going to penalties? I really don't want to go to penalties if we can help it. We should do it the way we're playing. We're in control of this game, but it's just if we have the striking capabilities in us. They've only had one shot in the entirety of this half. We're just not getting the ball in good enough. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No, we're going to penalties. Crap. Edwards. You just delaying for fun, or what are you doing? Yeah. Rock of horseshit. Okay. Okay. This could be our deciding factor. Let's hope we do well. Robert Manning starting up for them. Can Dennis end up doing the saves for us now? Do we deserve to be at a penalty shootout? Nope. Dennis can't do the save. Manning with a nice goal. Can we end up getting goals? Can Brian Mbeumo start things off grand for us? Nope. Off the feckin' woodwork. Story of this game. Story of this game. Absolute story of this game. Well, they're not going to miss any. We're screwed now. We're out. We're out. Like, there's no point going through any of this. We're out now. Rashford standing up now. Can he get a goal? Well, Ramsdale went the right way, but Rashford scored. And they miss one. Give us some hope. Can Jander come up here and fail to end up scoring? He did fail. Okay. There's hope in our eyes. There's a chance for success to come down our way. Aaron Ramsdale standing up. Evan Ferguson coming up to the plate. Can Ferguson finally, for the first time in a United jersey, score a goal? Yes. In an all-important moment, Ferguson actually scores a goal. So let's see how it continues to go. Cameron Archer coming up. And he ends up scoring a slobber knocker of a goal there. Dennis went the right way, but just not able to stop it in time. Manu ends up getting a goal. Beautiful work from Manu there. The moment we're at equal peggings. Up comes Shea Charles. Completely dummies Dennis the wrong way. Can we end up getting something out of this one now? Victor Ruch coming up now. Can Victor end up getting a goal, or will he end up failing for his previous equalizer? He ends up scoring. I thought he missed. But beautiful penalty by Victor. Aaron Ramsdale went the right way, but ultimately we ended up getting the equalizer out of it. That's what you end up needing to have. Tom Fellows comes up now. Can Dennis end up saving again? Dennis went the right way, but Tom gets the goal anyway. We're now getting into squeaky bum time. One mistake ends the game. Can Angelo Stellar get another penalty for us now? Number 6 goes in Ramsdale the right way, but United get the goal. 5-5 apiece. Smallbone now coming up for the 6th one, and Smallbone ends up getting it in. Dennis went the right way. Horrible attempt to save that. Seventh coming up now. Luke Shaw taking it. Can Luke Shaw score this? Luke Shaw up for the run. Ramsdale went the right way, but Shaw with an absolute slobber knocker of a goal. We're now hitting the point now of who is better. Can Rosvellier end up scoring for him now? Rosvellier. And again, Dennis. Horrible attempt at saving that. Aiden Heaven taking it now. We're at the point now where we're not into our competent strikers. Aiden Heaven, though, went the right way. Aaron Ramsdale, nothing you can do about it. Rob Edwards coming up for now. I believe it's Rob Edwards. Ronnie Edwards. Okay, Ronnie Edwards completely dummies Dennis the wrong way. This could go a long time. This could go a long, long time. Dennis taking it now for us. And Dennis score against Aaron Ramsdale. He can. He can. Can Quinshare end up scoring? Joshua Quinshare. He does. God, we're going so long. Oh my God. Dogu now comes up for it. Patrick Dogu. Ramsdale went the right way. Oh. 9-9. Southampton coming for their 10th one. Aaron Ramsdale taking it. Can Ramsdale score? Aaron Ramsdale does a beautiful penalty. Can we end up getting another one? Willie Kwambwala coming up. Can he score for us? And Willie sends Aaron the wrong way. And we're going all the way back around. Number 11. Manning taking it again. And Manning scores a beautiful goal. Dennis tried to end up doing it. God, this feels like the Grimsby game. Brian and Buemu, please don't miss 2 times. Please don't miss 2 times. Buemu. That's a joke. He missed both of them. He missed both of them. Oh. Oh, that's heartbreaking. All the way around in the penalties and the whole lot, only for us to fail there. That's genuinely heartbreaking. I mean, Sean, at the end of the day, a win is a win is a win, so I wouldn't end up changing anything with the Ireland squad today, even if he could. Oh, I'm so annoyed about that. I'm so annoyed about that. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Because we deserved it. Genuinely, we deserved it. That's heartbreaking. We deserve that win. That's heartbreaking. Well, he might be ready to go on the spot. He's never getting the spot if we can help it. It's a shame we didn't have a sub to take him off. Like, unbelievable. 2 in a row. With the full way around. Put us in the lurch immediately to start things off, and then he ends up losing for us, so that it ends up going down. Genuinely unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. Like, it's a special level of unbelievable. Like, I can't believe that. Thanks for that, by the way, Duck. I was going to end up going back trying to do it myself if you didn't end up doing it for me. Genuinely, like, I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words with it because I don't know what. I just don't know. I just don't know. We have to do the Newcastle game because that loss is like crushing loss. Oh, I don't care. Just want to take the prick. I genuinely don't care. This has been such a bad start to the season. Unbelievable. For the second season in a row, we get knocked out in the first phase of the Carabao Cup. For the second season in a row. Now, it's my fault. I the minute that goal went in, I should have known that that the pressure was on Charlie, and I should have subbed Charlie off. The minute that goal went in, I should have known. Like, it's 100% my own fault. But at the end of the day, it's still really annoying. It is still Will, yes. Fraud is a very heavy word, my friend, but it is still Will. Oh, God. I can't hide. I'm not able to hide my level of disappointment in that. I'm not able to do it. I'm so disappointed with that. I'm so disappointed with that. And Liverpool ended up beating Fulham because, of course, they did. Okay. Do an interview. I don't care. Do an interview. Go down into the under 21s. Not even looked at. You can piss off. And Brian isn't playing, by the way. Not a chance. Not a chance is Brian and Mbeumo playing. Not a chance. Oh, yeah, Lissandro Martinez. Interesting. When you see, he probably will score against us. Just for spite. Just for spite, the game will probably end up letting him score against us. Bah, as if they're end up getting a new contract. I didn't actually spot who Ba was with. He, at one point in time, I know that Ba was meant to be a option for United to end up going for. Aston Villa wallop Southampton, because of course they did. They couldn't end up going another game with a good result just to appease me. They have to end up having a bad performance straight away. Okay. So Benjamin Šeško up front. Marcus Rashford on there instead of okay, we are going to go with this and replace Mbeumo with Cunha. Oh no, Cunha's on the pitch, never mind. Then with that being the case, we're going to do that. Do we play Bruno in this game? Yes. Sesko, Cunha, Bruno, Ahmad, Rashford, Stellar. Casemiro is not playing in this game, so who do we replace Casemiro with? Ugarte. We're also not playing Casemiro or Ugarte first, so we're going to go Stellar, Menu. Then we're going to go Ilya. Delict. And Yoro. And defensive-wise, Aiden heading on the bench instead of Shaw. Unless Jaden is fit enough to be able to go onto the bench. Which Jaden isn't. So we must have had a game today as well, because Jaden isn't appearing there as one of the options. And then we replace Hardy with Lemens. And this is the squad we're going to go with for this game versus Newcastle. Ange Postecoglou's Newcastle. So we're going to need a bit of luck. With the form we've been on, it's very likely we'll end up losing this game. But hopefully we won't. So into the fray we go, and wish us some luck. She's loading up now. Completely dropping Brian Mbeumo is probably the wrong move. To be honest, I should end up having him on the bench. I should actually be playing him. And I'm being a spiteful dick, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I kind of want to be a spiteful dick in this case. Missing 2 penalties when you actually have fairly good penalty ratings to screw us being out of the Carabao Cup is a problem. Now, to be fair, also having 28 shots on target is another one as well. Ooh, okay. Okay, interesting. Trippier, Sakar, Joe Linton. So they've gone with a couple of oldie ones there. Wapmenter, Livamento. They're still strong enough, so we'll see what ends up happening. We have a couple of people that are motivated and inspired. Let's hope we play okay. And let's get into the fray now. We're at St. James's Park. It is St. James's Park, right? Yeah. We're at St. James's Park. Can we give a good performance of ourselves? Oh, corner. Bruno taking the corner for us. Nobody there to end up doing anything with it. Bruno now down to Delict. Delict to Stellar. Delict to Ilya. Ilya, don't lose the ball there. Holy crap, Ilya. Ahmad to Bruno. Bruno Fernandez, 1-0 up. Oh, this is what we want. This is what we need more than what we want. We need this goal. We need a victory in this game. Keep control of the game now. I'm half tempted to go down to cautious, but try and get 2 goals before we do. Okay, Kieran Trippier. To Sakar, to Bruno, to Hall, Linton. Come on, press them, guys, press them. Trippier. Wolfmenter up to Livamento. Oh, that should have been a goal. Cunha now with a bit of a run. Gotten it back there. Good work there by Sakar for them. Okay. We're doing okay, thankfully. So far. 4 shots on goal, 4 shots on target. We're doing better in our shot accuracy, which is beautiful to end up seeing. I'd argue they're the better team at the moment, which is insanely concerning. Oh, we're only doing work on the right-hand side too, which is another issue as well. left-hand side. Yeah, right-hand side, no. Come on, guys, we need to end up getting something out of this. Give us the second goal. Give us something to clutch onto. Sakar. Down to Bruno Guimaraes. Jamie Ramsey loads Joel Linton, and a nice save by Lamens. Can the score off of the corner? No, thankfully not. Tino Livamento down there, but Ilianza getting the ball. Lamens with a kick out there. Cunha to Rashford, to Manu. Manu straight down to Ahmad. Bruno. Bad touch, Bruno. Oh, Bruno has to do significantly better there. Good save by Lamens, because that could have been a goal. Sad thing is Bruno's not performing good, even though he has the goal. Yeah, they're all over us. They're all over us. Trippier now. To Sakar. To Botman. And off for halftime. This hasn't been a good performance. Okay, so we have to make some subs. Rashford has to come off. So Dogu on for Rashford. We can't take the risk in the centre, so Delict off for Willie Kwambwala. And for now, that's it. We might make more changes later on, but for now, that's it. Okay. Stellar taken down there. Free kick to us. Stellar. Boots it down. Willie to Matthias. Matthias! Oh, this bloody stream. We've been bouncing off of the woodwork so much this stream. Oh my God. It's so much. Ahmad did it in the match that we should have ended up winning against Brentford. It's bonkers. It's happening so much. He done it twice. He done it against Southampton as well. Okay. Cunha has to come off now. After having a worldie a couple of days ago, he's having a bloody calyptic games lately. We'll put Victor on instead. Keep Bruno on. I think we have to take Sesko off now as well. And go with Evan Ferguson and hope we end up getting something out of it. I can't be overzealous because at all times you need to be in a situation of having this mentality.
Shut up.
Don't you forget,
Here he
you
goes.
ain't won
Ooh,
yet.
I'm scared.
Okay. Stellar's off Rugate and Solanke almost out for a throw there, okay. Yoro doing okay. Lewis Hall with a kick back in and Wolf made her. God damn it, game. Oh. Come on, get an undeserved goal. Come on, guys, please. God damn it. Needed that win. God damn it. Oh, piss off as if he's going to get a... Ah. How is our data doing this bloody season? Yeah, of course you're concerned. This is pissing me off too. Look at this. All of our defenders are losing the possession. Every single one of them. And yet we're still performing better. And yet we're still performing better than most of the people in the goddamn league. Oh, it's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Like, we perform better than them. Shut the I think that puts us in the bottom half of the table too, which is the more annoying thing than anything of the whole situation. Oh, I'm half tempted, to be honest, Duck. Yeah, 13th. Two draws, 2 losses, 1 win. Like, we're starting to let it run through our fingers, and that's not good. And the sad thing about it is we have a good team. Just bunch of fucking idiots being angry about stupid shit and not playing well is starting to get on my head. Okay, this Atletico Madrid match will be our last game for the evening anyway, and then we'll see what ends up happening after that. For the next time when we end up coming live. If they just hoof it harder than fanning about. I mean, that's the annoying thing about it. It's just we're not scoring, which is the main problem. Like, the fact that we're not scoring is our main problem. Funny that Mazraoui ended up impressing, huh? He's going to be staying with the under-21s because I'm not putting him back into the team. And there's even a player in the team of the week, huh? Ahmad, yeah. Oh, seriously, squad, shut the fuck up. Bunch of whinging pillocks. Okay. I kind of wish I could see the suggested team. What team are they suggesting? Advice. Oh. It's literally the squad I have on the pitch. Okay, never mind. So we're going to be making some changes anyway, but that's very funny. Okay, so Mbuemu on there. We'll go with Ahmad. We'll go with Dogu. We'll take Manu off. We'll move Stellar over there. We'll move Obi and bring Ugarte back. Ugarte, Stellar, Ama, Dogu, Matthias, Mbwemu, Sesko, piss the royal fuck off. Hopefully Evan Ferguson can score for this game. We're going to go with... We're not, because you're tired. Kumbwala instead of Delict. And we're going to go Yoro, Ilya, and Kumbwala. And we're going to put Dennis in instead of the men's, because it is a cup game, and we'll be fair. Let's see how we... Can't do that. Excuse me. Where's Bruno, by the way? He's on the bench. Okay, fair enough. Maguire. Considering we have the positions, we're as well fill them. You'll have to expand and let me know what it is you're concerned about, Senior Duck. Maybe I'll be able to give some element of... support. Okay, in we go. Let's see how we do. Wish us some luck, because we might end up needing it. This 20 save when saving and loading the menus are a bit slow. Are they about as slow as this game is loading for my particular games? I know, it's because of how big you have it, Senior Duck, but hopefully it ends up improving. Reverse psychology. Yeah, you made my game load really slowly. Okay, anyway. We're in Atletico Madrid. They have a very strong team. Koke. Interesting. Rudigeri. Okay. Wano Blake. So let's wish for luck, because we bloody need it. Because we are hitting the point where we soon might end up getting the sack if we continue to perform the way that we are. No, we signed him back, Duck. We ended up signing him in the summer window. So he was with Valencia, but we signed him back. Florian Wirtz scored for Liverpool, because of course he did. Oh, I don't care about possession. Just get shots off. This is going to be an equal game, isn't it? This is going to be an equal game. Here comes their goal. Rudigeri. Koke. Rudigeri. Koke. Offside. Ooh. 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 Oh. Come on, Mbwemu. Come on. Konya, perform good. Come on, guys. Ugarte to Lenny. Lenny to Ugarte. Konya. Why would you shoot from that far out? Holy crap, man. Cunha, you have had nothing but shite performances. Like, we need something from you. You need to be giving somewhat good performances, man. They've been crap performances for bloody multiple games. Like that shot. What is that shot? It screams a 1-0 win for them or a draw for us. It screams it. Eight shots, 3 on target. Dogu's performing bad. Cunha's not ended up doing his right words. Evan Ferguson has been an absolutely shit signing. Like, it's actually getting on my nerves at the moment how that this keeps happening. Rashford on for Dogu. Evan Ferguson has to come off, so Sesko on for Ferguson. And we go with those 2 changes for now. Goal is coming too. Who's it going to? Is it theirs or is it ours? Whose is the goal? Whose is the goal? Whose is the goal? Oh, thank God. Never have I been so happy to see a glitch. Never have I been so happy to see a glitch. Although the fact that the glitch is continuing means there's another goal coming. They're not going to equalize straight away, are they? They're not going to equalize straight away. Oh, thank God. What an angle for Rashford to get that goal too, but hey. He came on at half time. He's after getting the goal for us, so happy out. And let's see how we end up continuing to play from now. Llorente, Guimaraes, Normand, Barros, Julian Alvarez. Again, a 1.54 XG. We can't counter chickens yet until we get at least another goal. We need to keep the pressure up. Willie Kumbala having a fantastic performance, which is nice to see. Of course, Cunha having another bad performance. It says Mbeumo was having a good performance, but it doesn't look it. 10 is in the corner there. It was 10 for us. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, no. It's theirs. It's theirs. Lenny Oro has the ball. Back to Dennis. Dennis to Willie. Ilya. Emmanuel Agate. Mbeumo. Sesko. Ahmad. And Mbeumo, it ends up getting knocked out for a corner. Okay. Okay, we need to make some subs. Pause the fucking game. God, this game. Okay, fine. No point losing my shit. Move Stellar back over there. Put Bruno down there. Cunha's been performing bad, so swap Cunha with. We're winning, so screw it. Go and give her 16-year-old a go. And Ahmad is dead, so I suppose who can we put on for Ahmad? Can Victor play that position? Not really, so... Come on, move. Come on, game. I mean, why did I do that? I should have just moved Mbeumo to where Victor was. Oh, whatever. Screw it, I have it done now. They're going to equalise on us, because it would be my luck that they equalise. 5-0 for Liverpool, too. Dennis, kick out. There to Euro. Euro to Ilya. Ilya to Dennis. Euro. Long ball up there. Nice work there by Mbeumo. And then Mbeumo loses it far too easily. I know we won that game, but genuinely, these bunch of tits can fuck off. That should not have been that hard. But Atletico Madrid has been beaten, so happy out. And a win was needed to end up finishing the stream. So, Champions League-wise, we're doing okay. League-wise, we're doing crap. We need to get a win against Aston Villa. Luckily, the Aston Villa game is at home. So we will be doing the Aston Villa game next. Adulia ended up getting a launch there, but that'll be us the next time we end up coming on. I will off-stream sim over that we're ready to start the Aston Villa game the next time we end up going live. But until then, my friends, thank you so much for coming into the stream. It genuinely has been a pleasure. I'm going to look for a raid on Twitch, but for everyone else, I'm going to end up saying goodbye to you now. So for everyone else, you'll get 2 goodbyes here on Twitch. But for everyone else, remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Thank you so much for coming in. It has been an absolute pleasure. Slán go fóill, and as always, Póg Mahone. As for you on Twitch, have you any recommendations on who